Martin from the Philippines. We're here in Real Talk Lifeline. So, what are we doing here today? We are out. Just wanted to catch this live in, get this beautiful view. Check it out. Alright. So, people watching the live or the replay, feel free to comment below if you could relate to the topic. The topic of the day is gonna be micro wins. So what is that? Finding a place to stay here first. Wait, let me walk around. Let's make it more fun for you guys. So the topic of the day is micro wins. So what is that? I was watching this video last night for my mental meditation, and it was from Jack Canfield. So he's the co-author of Chicken Soup for the Soul. I was surprised he still had content, recent content this year, 2023. And then he was talking about a lot of good stuff. And he has this upcoming, or he has this event, Breakthrough to Success. He has that book, Success Principles, I believe. So one of the lessons that struck me there was called micro wins. So what is this? Micro wins means we acknowledge, we recognize or appreciate even the smallest of wins, achievements for the day, things that we did or things that we appreciate. And it struck me because of the point that Jack Canfield said. So one thing I learned is when we celebrate these micro wins, I could give you a real example for today, why I'm looking like this. So I'll give the example after. The reason is when we do micro wins, when we practice doing it, it actually prepares us to handle bigger wins after that. So what are examples then? So for today, I'll give you a personal example. Those who are watching the live or the replay, feel free to share in the comments your personal examples of micro wins. Or maybe they even built up to bigger wins. So my personal example for micro wins, getting up. For me, that's one micro win already. For some, that's already a big deal. I really don't know your background, where you're coming from, your life situation. But for some, it's real tough to even just get up. Some, they have a physical condition that they have to live with. Like they're on crutches, they don't have function of their legs. Some people don't have legs. For some, it's more of a emotional state that they've gone through. Maybe you're grieving, maybe you're going through something, and for some it's also a mental state, and maybe lastly it could also be on a spiritual level. So getting up for me is already one micro win. So this is my example of doing a live counting my blessings. So after that, brushing my teeth, making my bed, taking a cold shower, I would say that's a micro win, especially during this hot summer time. So from April to May, it's been so hot. My goodness. So thank you for those watching the live. Really appreciate the support. I see my cousin. So I see you, Cheng. So what are other examples of micro wins? This is why I'm dressed up this way. So some people, they don't have a way, they don't have a ride. Why? Maybe for those who can relate, the car that you're using, the car you're borrowing, maybe the car you own, the vehicle, coding, so number coding, can't use it. What's up, cuz? So what's another micro win for me today? Taking the P2P bus. So from Alabang going to Makati. So see that beautiful view here. It's almost 6:30 sunset. I love this, the golden hour. So that's another micro win, no excuses. There's this 1 p.m. courtesy call meeting, which leads to why I'm dressed up this way. So I'm part of a volunteer association, and we met the president slash CEO and even the EVP, I think the executive vice president slash chief distribution officer. So for me, that was another micro win. That was a big one. Maybe it builds up bigger because I was exposed to high level people today. Also, the wins, if you notice micro wins, they keep stacking. So you're like Martin, you're in a suit this time, you're doing higher level work, etc. So micro wins, they stack, they go bigger and bigger and bigger. But I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't even get up, if I didn't dress up, if I didn't show up, and if I didn't take that P2P bus. So that was a lesson I learned just last night during my mental meditation with Jack Canfield, who's still alive and kicking, still going strong. If you look him up, that guy's been involved in the personal development, like that world for many, many years back, aging back to Brian Tracy. He's like on the level of, if my mentors would be T. Harv Eker, Tony Robbins, he's even like their mentors, in other words. So micro wins, people who can relate. Just wanted to share that quick lesson today. What are some examples of your micro wins today? Again, maybe it doesn't have to be like you had to dress up, you had to show up in a suit. It could be getting up, it could be doing whatever you did. Love to see that in the comments down below. People watching the live or the replay, you can comment deep dive if you feel like, hey, there's still more I want to learn. There's still more that I want to break through. I feel stuck in something. Comment deep dive down below. Lastly, you can also type retreat. We're having a cold immersion summer vacation retreat happening this weekend. So Saturday, Sunday in Batangas. For those who are curious, you could type down below. So if the slots get filled up, don't worry, we'll update you on the next summer retreats. We're doing ice baths, cold immersion. It's going to be so much more than that. So lastly, I said this in the previous live, is Real Talk Lifeline is also on YouTube. So I'd love it. I'd appreciate the support if you subscribe. We only have like 26 subscribers at the moment. And the next milestone is to hit 100 subscribers. And so that would be really appreciated. youtube.com/@Real Talk Lifeline. So it's easy to find. So thank you. I love you. And I will see you next time.